Potentially this was a coordinated effort. We're not saying that this is the case, but are the people in those first three cars in line there part of this whole thing, and are people on the outside connected to people on the inside, as you suggest?
From what I could see in the video, and it's difficult to see, but it looked like one of them had her arm in the tube. And if that's the case, I would argue that that's almost certainly what's going on there. And as I said, that's a real difficulty. You know, this is something that goes back, some of this stuff goes back to the 60s, some of it to Occupy Wall Street more recently, where a lot of these techniques were sort of tested out. And generally, people who do these protests, they're in college, they go back to their lives. But what some of them do is they sort of graduate into management, for lack of a better term, and it's a career path. They become organizers. They're funded by nonprofits, George Soros foundations and the like, and they get money to do this thing. That's their lives, and some of them actually make decent money. And so that's the institutional knowledge that they're able to access. And that's why you see some of the techniques repeating over literally generations. And so, you know, this is the kind of thing that we saw very, very reminiscent of Occupy Wall Street. And what it argues is that this looks pretty organized. We see various cities popping off on the same day. This argues that this is going to be with us through the summer, I would say.
Can I jump in here? So as we're watching, obviously this is Lower Manhattan, Wall Street, screen right, but on screen left, the Golden Gate Bridge and the situation that's playing out there. I mean, people have been watching this wondering, like, why wasn't there anything immediately they could do when the protesters were just simply standing there?